Mom, do you know where my new clothes are? I can't find them anywhere. Did you move them or something? I keep telling you not to move my stuff. I just got them, remember? They were in a black paper bag with a logo on it.
Zoe, you need to keep track of your stuff. Where did you last see it? Just trace back your steps. I'm sure it's right where you left it.
Huh? If I could do that, I wouldn't be wasting my time asking you about it, would I? The new underwear and summer dress I got.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, the underwear. I think I saw it in the living room. Please take care of it when you get home. Oh, and that dress is hemp, right? It's going to wrinkle, so you shouldn't leave it scrunched up like that.
Mom. So you saw I had new clothes that needed to be washed and ironed and you just left them there? How hard is it to just take them, take off the tags and wash them like you're supposed to, you lazy cow?
Zoe, I am your mother. Don't talk to me like that.
Then do your job. Seriously, what the hell do you do all day? You're slacking off on the few things you're in charge of in the house? All I'm asking is how hard is it to pick up some clothes and throw them in the laundry instead of watching Netflix all day?
You're 14. You can remove the tags and put your clothes in the washing machine yourself. Don't forget to put the underwear in a net. You need to learn to take care of yourself, Zoe. I'm not going to do everything for you forever.
Dad works. I go to school. You clean the house. If you want me to call you Mom, then you need to start acting like one. You don't deserve to be called a mother or stay in the house if you're going to be such a lazy cow. It's just like Dad says. Stop eating free food, you lazy cow. Moo, moo, moocher.
Zoe, where are you? You being so disrespectful. What is the matter with you?
What? Dad can say it? Why shouldn't I? Besides, it's the truth, right? What are you going to do about it anyway? Try being useful and stop slacking off. Got it, hag?
Hag? Zoe. You cannot call your mother that. My goodness. What is happening with you? You used to be such a sweet girl. You'd follow me everywhere and want to be just like me. I know teenagers can be rebellious, but this is getting out of control.
I'm not 8, all right? I'm aware of what happens around me now. I wanted to be just like you.
Haha. Boy, was I dumb.
I'm growing up. Get used to it, okay? You're not going to get away with your couch potato crap anymore.
Zoe, I do everything around the house. And don't understand where you get off calling me lazy. We need to have a talk when you get home.
Haha. You're right. I'm going to Amy's house after school today. Remember, a bunch of us are going to the mall tomorrow. I'm gonna need some money, so have that ready when I get home. $50 is fine.
What? Who are you going with? Which mall?
Tags, laundry, ironing, $50. Do I have to spell it out for you? If you wanted to be upgraded to Mom, you'd better have it done, hag.
Soon after.
I can't take it anymore. You know, Zoe is learning this behavior from you. You're going to need to change first. I won't be treated like this anymore.
Huh? Jane, what are you freaking out about?
It's Zoe. She's out of control. I swear, I don't know what to do with that child. She just messaged me asking me where her clothes were. It turned out she had left them in the middle of the living room, as usual, and she snaps at me for not taking the tags off and washing them for her. She's so spoiled. We've got to put a stop to this behavior. She called me a lazy cow.
Jane, Zoe's a teenager. She's just acting out. Is this really worth bothering me at work? I'm busy. I told you I only want to be involved in major issues when it comes to raising Zoe. You're in charge of her education.
Orland. She called me a lazy cow. Doesn't that sound familiar? She's copying the way you treat me around the house. Zoe is your daughter. She's learning this horrible attitude and foul language from you. Don't you feel responsible?
Me? Don't blame me for your kid not respecting you. She doesn't talk like that to me. Maybe it's you, huh? Have you thought about that? She's rebelling against you because she doesn't see you as an authority figure. That's your own fault.
You're really saying that you calling me a lazy cow and talking to me like a servant in front of Zoe isn't affecting the way she sees me?
Hey, I'm just pointing out the things you haven't done. That's your job. If you don't do it, there's going to be complaints. If you want her to respect you as a mother, do your freaking job. Stop trying to blame me for your problems. It's not my job to solve them for you. That's just lazy. See? Lazy cow. It's just an accurate depiction.
I can't believe this. Zoe sounds exactly like you. Word for word. When did I become your housekeeper, Orland?
You're a stay-at-home mom. That means you take care of the house and family. Are you doing that? No. So stop whining and get to work. Zoe needs her clothes washed, so do it. Where do you get off refusing in the first place?
What? You think I should pick up after Zoe and do everything for her? She's 14. I'm worried what kind of a daughter she's going to become. Spoiled, disrespectful and dependent? She can't have a good life treating people the way she does.
Well, you're her mother. You need to try to help her. Again, you are failing at your job. Don't bother me about it. I actually work for a living. We slave away at this job so we can all eat and have a roof over our heads. All you need to do is cook, clean and take care of Zoe.
You're saying your job is more important than mine? That what I do for the family is easy?
Ha. Jane, any woman can take care of the house, so yes. It's easy. If anyone can do it, it ain't hard. That's for sure. Also, I make money. You get that? That's what society gives me for my contribution. How about you? What do you contribute? You got married right out of university, got married and just became a stay-at-home mom since. You're unemployable. That's what you are.
I can't believe this. You're the one that didn't want me to work so we could have a family. Zoe came into our lives. You said you wanted to provide for us. Why are you being like this?
I'm just saying you're kinda screwed. Zoe's no chump. If she sees you coasting, not pulling your weight around the house, she's going to call you on it.
So that's all you think of me? An uneducated woman who deserves no respect and is only good for housework?
Nailed it. So stop pestering me at work and deal with your own problems. I'm going back to work. I'm ignoring any texts unless it's an actual emergency. I don't want to hear about your feelings when I get home either.
Several days later.
Hey, Moo Moo Mooch. You stealing your pajamas? I'm going to call you maid starting today. Hey maid, you embarrassed me at school today. You start doing a better job or I'm going to fire you. You got that?
Zoe? What is it this time? What has gotten into you?
I'm consciously wishing you to be a better housekeeper. That's why I'm going to call you a maid until you start doing a passing job. I'm in high school, you know. Do you want me to quit going to school for being bullied? I mean, you're practically making me a target.
Zoe, I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened at school?
The lunch you packed me. Are you trying to get people to think I'm poor? All that off-brand pudding and crackers. And white bread with peanut butter? Are you kidding me? I looked so fucking stupid today.
Your lunch was fine. You told me that chocolate pudding was your favorite. Nobody's interested in the brand of your lunch packs.
Yeah. You think nobody notices me eating bleach white bread when everybody's got whole grain and pumpernickel? I met a new girl today. She sat next to me for a period, and we went to eat our lunch together. You should have seen the look on her face when she saw my sandwich. I was mortified. I don't think we're going to be friends.
Because you had white bread for lunch? Look, if you want me to get some brown bread, I will. But I don't think it makes sense. Do high schoolers really judge people on their lunch nowadays? When I was a kid, we just ate what we were given.
I don't care how things were in ancient times. No more peanut butter. It's gotta be like prosciutto or smoked salmon. With a Greek salad on the side. You know, healthy stuff.
I didn't know you had such a sophisticated palate. Next thing I know, you're going to want me to prepare an aperitif for your fancy lunches.
Shut up. It's just a sandwich and salad. My new friend Elsa has the best lunches. They're full of fancy vegetables and looks like a chef made it. She's so lucky. Her maid makes her whatever she wants for her every morning. God, I wish my life was like that.
Her house has a housekeeper? They must be very well off. Most people don't live like that.
I know. Ugh. I can't even get a proper meal around here. It's so unfair. Hard is it to do what Elsa's maid does.
I'm not your maid, Zoe. And don't you think you're being overly dramatic over a regular lunch?
No. I'm tired of your excuses. You're a failure and you get away with treating me like crap because Dad is too busy working. If you were up to me, you'd be out of here. You're like a living maid, but you won't work. Fired.
Zoe, calm down. That is enough. We're having a serious talk when I get home.
I told you, stop trying to order me around, maid. Don't act like you're my mom. I don't need a useless lazy hag for a mother. It's so embarrassing having a recluse couch potato at home.
I wanted to talk to you face to face for the last time. But I guess you're not going to let me do that either.
I'm going to Elsa's house after school. Her maid is making chocolate chip cookies for us. When was the last time you made fresh-baked cookies for me? Seriously, I wish we could have a maid instead of you. My life would be so much better. I can't believe a mother would treat her daughter like this.
You're not my daughter. I was going to talk to you about it, but I guess we won't have time.
What are you babbling about now, maid?
For the last time, I'm not your maid. And I'm not your mother either. I'm going to be moving out tonight. You stay with your father, all right?
Wait, what? What do you mean? You're not my mom?
Yeah, I'm not your mother. I mean, I didn't give birth to you. We're not blood related. I've thought of you as my real daughter. Did my best to be a mother to you? But I give up. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Huh? No, what? What's going on?
Congratulations, Zoe. You should be very happy. I am not your mother. And I am out of your life. Hooray! I'm leaving your father. I'll leave the divorce papers when I pack my things up to go. You have fun at Elsa's house, all right?
You are not serious. So who's my mother? Where are you going?
Just ask your father. I have a lot to do right now.
Mom.
1 hour later.
Jane, what the hell is going on? Divorce. What are you talking about? Where are you anyway?
Oh, hello. I guess you heard from Zoe.
So, what are you trying to pull here? I can't believe you told Zoe she's not yours.
I'm divorcing you, Orland. You can figure the rest out yourself. She's your daughter.
Why are you even talking about divorce? Zoe is freaking out. What were you thinking?
I didn't tell her everything. I just told her she wasn't my biological daughter. There's a lot more to that story, but I'll leave the rest to you.
What? Really?
Yeah. She doesn't know she's the product of an affair you had with a blonde bimbo when we were still newlyweds. Or that she was a stripper and hustler. Zoe doesn't know any of that yet.
Jane, please. Don't start with this again.
I'm just telling you what you need to explain to her, as her father. She should know her roots. It's only fair, right? I haven't told her about how her mother conned you out of $100K, saying she'd disappear with the baby if you paid up. And what did she do? She left Zoe on our doorstep. Remember that?
I can't tell Zoe that. She's going to hate me. She won't even hear me out. How am I supposed to tell her this?
You're the respectable one, aren't you? Making money, boss of the house, or whatever. I'm sure she'll listen to you.
So I'm going to explain to her that I had an affair, and that woman left her with me to raise.
Don't forget the $100K. And after all that, I stayed with her and raised that woman's child as my own daughter. Imagine how different life would be if I had left you then, when I found out you'd had an affair.
Jane, I can't keep apologizing for a mistake a million years ago.
I'm talking about the years since then. Having my own family treat me like a maid. I consider myself a tolerant, loving woman. But I've had enough. I should have done it a lot sooner, but better late than never.
Okay, is it the lazy cow thing? I'm sorry, okay? I won't call you that anymore. I'll talk to Zoe about it too. Would that be better?
My mind is set, Orland. You can find the signed divorce papers on the mantel. My side is filled out. Please fill out your information and send it in.
Wait, can you just slow down for a sec?
Slow down. You realize I've just wasted well over a decade taking care of a cheater and spoiled brat. The least you could do would be to do the paperwork as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste a minute more of my time.
1 week later.
Dad told me everything. Mom. No. I can't believe it. He cheated on you with a stripper and then got scammed out of money? That's crazy.
Oh, so he told you. That's right. I guess now you know everything. I'm sure you and your father will be fine living together. You're 14 now. You're going to have to help him out around the house. You don't have me around to pick up after you anymore.
Oh, boo-hoo. My mommy's not here to pick up after me. You thought I was going to want you to come back? No, thank you. We're all set. You have no idea how perfect it all turned out. You are not missed.
Well, I guess everything is all right on your side then.
Dad was so happy to get the divorce papers in. He blasted Bon Jovi the whole ride over and was yelling. We're both happy. Better than all right. I found my real mom. You won't believe who it turned out to be. I met her before. She was the maid at Elsa's house. I can't believe how lucky I am. How crazy is it that she was already in my life?
The maid? The one that cooks those fancy meals for Elsa? No wonder you're so happy. What was it? Chocolate chip cookies? You loved those.
That's right. She's going to come live with us, and our life is going to be awesome. My mom will make our house classy, you know? I guess it was all meant to be. As soon as he moved out and he told me about my real mom, I asked him to contact her. He only made a few phone calls and we found her. I'm so excited to have a good mom.
A good mom, huh? If she's working as a maid, I guess she's not living the fast life anymore. People don't change that much, though. I hope you're not too invested in whatever that woman told you. I wouldn't want you to feel abandoned by her again.
Huh? My real mom is coming to live with me. She told me so. You're just jealous. We found her a placement that's way better than you.
When she contacted me, she did mention she was working as a living maid, but I had no idea where. It all makes sense. She called you rude and spoiled. I wondered how she knew you so well. I guess she was watching you at Elsa's house.
What makes sense? You talked to my mom?
I don't know how she found my contact info, but she messaged me out of the blue, asking if I was married to your father. I told her I'm his ex-wife and we had a little chat. She's had a difficult life, it sounds like.
So what? She has a home now? A daughter to take care of? It's a happy ending for everyone.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but she wasn't messaging me to tell me she was moving in with you too. She thanked me for raising you even though you weren't my own, and begged me to keep raising you until you were 18.
No way. You're lying.
She told me she has no problem cooking and cleaning for work, but she'd rather go back to her strict Orthodox parents than pick up after an ungrateful and rude child like you.
Ungrateful and rude? She didn't call me that. She's my mother. She's excited to come take care of me.
It sure didn't sound like that to me. Like I said, she was watching you. She told me you would come over to Elsa's house, not even wipe your shoes on the rug. He never said please or thank you and she served snacks and drinks to you. She said she couldn't stand how you would complain about your food all the time. She told me she's glad she didn't waste her time raising such an ungrateful, ill-mannered child.
You're lying. That can't be true.
Believe what you want. She also said she's quitting her job and moving away, so you can't track her this time.
What? She's abandoning me? Her own daughter?
Zoe. That's like the only thing you know about her. I don't understand how you could be surprised.
But, we found each other. She's my real mom. What kind of mother abandons her own daughter?
I guess you were just that bad. She couldn't love you. I mean, you've got quite a track record on you, Zoe. first abandoned as a baby, then rediscovered as a teenager. If you include me, the non-biological mother who raised you out of the goodness of my heart, that makes 3. You've got to start wondering what it is about you that is making the people closest to you run away.
Wait. No. She's not answering her phone. Dad gave me her phone number a couple of days ago, so I'm calling it now. It's just connected. What's going on?
Well, that was fast. I guess she still has some moves left from her hustling days. I doubt you're going to find her this time.
But, Mom. Help me. What am I supposed to do? I can't live with just Dad.
You're going to have to. Please stop calling me Mom. I was never your mother, remember? I have no obligation to do anything for either of you anymore. Good luck with everything, Zoe.
Moments later.
Jane, come on. Let's talk. I want you to come back.
Why? What's going on? Zoe's biological mother took off on us again. She told me she didn't want to have anything to do with me or Zoe. She says she's not meant to be a mother. She can't take care of a teenager, then left. This is a disaster. Oh yeah, Zoe told me. What do you want me to do about it?
Come back. We were doing fine. You were kind enough to accept Zoe as your own and raise her. We can have that again. Don't you miss being needed by your family?
You mean being used by people who don't treat me like family? Being made a doormat and made while being unappreciated and insulted. I don't miss it at all. Thank you for so eagerly signing the divorce papers. I hope you and Zoe work together and cooperate to do all the housework.
Jane, you know we can't do any housework. Just come over to talk. I promise things will be better.
Things are much better now, thank you. Goodbye. After that, Zoe's biological mother vanished without a trace, and it came to light that Orland was entirely unaware of her true identity. Subsequently, valuable jewelry and cherished heirlooms disappeared from Elsa's parents' residence, prompting them to report the theft to the police, effectively branding her as a fugitive. Evidently, she had not embraced a more tranquil lifestyle as of yet. The silver lining is that when Zoe reunites with her, escape won't be an option, Elsa will be incarcerated. Orland and Zoe find themselves grappling with their dwindling sense of humanity. Within a month, every inch of their living space became obscured by soiled laundry, discarded food, and refuse. Before long, they contended with a cockroach infestation, among other issues, and sought the services of an exterminator who declined due to the floor's inaccessibility. This prompted them to engage a maid service in an attempt to restore the house to habitable standards and explore their pricing. A general cleaning service charged $15 per hour, with an additional $30 fee for carpet shampooing or heavy-duty cleaning. They were taken aback by the costs. It was hard to fathom that cleaning could be so expensive. So, they decided that since anyone could do it, they should tackle the cleanup themselves, devoting their days off to disposing of bags of garbage. However, the pervasive odor and squalor were proving challenging to eliminate. Reportedly, Zoe's new appearance and lingering stench led her schoolmates to nickname her Homeless Zoe.